Welcome to the Good Brothers Committee Podcast.
What's up, everybody? You know what day it is. It is Friday. It's another episode of the Good Brothers Committee Podcast, and I got my right-hand man, my partner in crime, Mr. P. Powell to the third power, Mr. Preston Powell the third.
Yeah, it's always good to be back with the Good Brothers. We missed a couple of weeks, but we're back at it. You know, getting close to March Madness. You know, I think y'all break off for spring break this week, didn't you?
Yes, Lord.
Got to with Marty Brothers back.
Yeah.
Just a brief discussion. So you off for a week?
All for a week. Got a little homework though.
Yeah, well, I tell you. So you got to get back to the books. Think this
Oh,
guy
yeah.
gets your studying right.
Yeah.
But that said, man, let's get into it. But hey, look, the first thing, you know, I sent you that thing with the girls in Tennessee, man. That bothers my soul. Because I have a personal story with that. If y'all not familiar with what we're talking about, University of Tennessee has senior day, like all colleges around the country. If you're not familiar with the story, just look at this video right.
Just say you hate basketball. This might be the most heartbreaking college basketball story of the year. Imagine staying loyal to one school in the transfer portal era. You've been there 5 years and you never transfer. You go through a torn Achilles and you still never transfer. You become a fan favorite, all of your teammates love you, they look up to you as a leader, and all of a sudden you quit the team just days before March Madness? Wait a minute, Kaya Wynn was a 4-star recruit in high school. She averaged 29 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals, and a block in her senior year. In Texas, she was a top 50 player in the country. But she gets to Tennessee and can't find the floor. She never averaged over 13 minutes a game in her 5 years there. And it's not like you can just go look at the stats. I mean, she wasn't even out there. But fine, people usually roll with the coaches on this one and just say that maybe she wasn't showing anything in practice that made the coach want to put her in the rotation. Fast forward to senior night, the last home game of Kaya Wynn's career, families in attendance, this is a standard tradition. And everybody expected Kaya to get the same thing that every senior gets on senior night. Start the game, play a couple moments, get fouled, get subbed out, have her standing ovation, have her moment. But it never happened. The coach just didn't do it. Instead, she asked Kaya to check in for the last 15 seconds of garbage time while the team was losing. Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. And I can actually understand the other side. Coaches are paid to win, and Tennessee needed this game. So you can say the coach chose to focus on winning instead of the ceremony, which in a lot of ways is what we want our coaches to do, right?
Yeah, I haven't really dove into the public conversation about it. We'll miss her. She was loved in this program, and again, we respect her decision, but we kind of have to turn the page and focus on the SEC tournament.
And I know last year during the term, I believe you said that she was a great piece for the locker room. So are you concerned at all about just how this might affect the team going into postseason?
Yeah, I think we have been resilient all year, and we're just another situation where we're going to have to continue to do that.
Did that catch you off guard at all, or was it kind of something that you could see coming?
It kind of caught me off guard.
She called senior night a breaking point for her. Was there anything during the year that you would saw this coming, for that relationship to deteriorate to the point where she leaves the program?
Not that I see other than playing time.
Was that Steve Kerr and Kaya Wynn is Jonathan Kuminga? Because I don't know about y'all, but that response just doesn't sit right with me. Coaches everywhere are saying the same thing, that this is easy to plan. The practice before senior night, you tell the starters they're starting. You run one offensive set, one defensive set, first whistle, they sub out. The crowd cheers and the game goes on. This happens at every program, at every school in the country. And again, we understand Kaya Wynn wasn't even in the normal rotation, but you don't win games on the first possession. And looking at the bigger picture, this is bad for college basketball. High school players around the country are watching this, and it's going to affect their decisions on where they go to college. If a student athlete can stay loyal to a school for 5 years and not even get into the game on senior night, why wouldn't the players hit the transfer portal the second things go wrong? This isn't like the pros. College is only 4 years. You only have a certain amount of time to prove yourself. I wouldn't have stayed on that bench for longer than 2 seasons without having a real conversation. So who's right here? The coach that's trying to win, or the player who gave 5 years of their career to one program? I genuinely want to know what you think, especially if you're a coach or a player. But if you ain't standing with Kaya...
All right. With that being said, Chad, what did you think about that?
And like I wrote you earlier today, it seems like you got an overzealous coach that has a lot of favoritism and caught up in this power ego trip. This is not my first time seeing her. You know, a lot
Yeah,
of people
Tennessee
have had
color.
words. Yeah, a lot of people have had words about her. And me, frankly, she need her ass whooped. She need to be hazed.
And see why this bothers my soul so much. It's and you know this as a former athlete, just like me. You can't get those days back.
No,
That's over with. Can't go
no.
back to it. And I have a friend of mine, and I'll tell you the story. Best friend, high school, played basketball in high school together. He went to Clark and I went to Bellevue. Uh, he was talking about transfer his junior year, end of his junior year. And I mentioned it to another coach. I told him, but he's not sure, blah, 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 blah. What happened is that coach was friends with his head coach. So now, mind you, I told him, not to say anything to anybody. So he told the coach. And I guess he thought telling the coach might get the coach to like butter him up. But you know what that coach did? That
What's that?
coach waited till the end of the year. They made the national tournament and played everybody but him.
Yeah.
And I feel horrible about that because, he did tell me because he was filling out places he wanted to go. But that is just so fucking, excuse my language, that's just petty. And when I heard this story with the Tennessee player, in which she's a senior, a locker room stalwart, everybody loves her. You wait till 15 seconds to try to throw her in the game. That's not even time enough to get the regular, applause for the scenes. And listen, for all you folks who don't know how this stuff works, it is very easy to plan your seniors to start that day, no matter who you playing. Because I know some people say, well, basketball-wise, they were playing Vanderbilt. They needed that game. You can start your seniors.
Right.
And you can start your seniors immediately, tell one of them to throw the ball out of bounds, dead ball, and put your starters in it if that's necessary.
Right.
But this girl's a former 4-star player.
Top 50 in Texas.
Yeah. So she can ball. So
And she stayed there 5 years.
And stayed there because she loved the University of Tennessee. Now,
Right.
mind you, she went there because of the Tennessee that she do. This
Right.
first year coach, now they fired a coach that never
Yeah,
lost
they
3
did.
games in a row.
Right.
Took them to the Sweet 16 twice.
Yeah.
This coach has lost 8 games, 8 of the last 9. Have a stalwart player quit on senior day. Come on, man. Come on. And I that burns me up. Because when coaches get petty with players, especially seniors, because you can't get that time back.
Right.
She can never get that time back. She can never get
Yeah.
that moment back. And
True.
that just, I don't like talking about coaches get fired. But to me, that's a
No.
fireable offense.
No, she need to be fired. No doubt.
That
And
not only you not winning, but you not upholding a legendary program like Tennessee, and if you're not holding that standard, you got that.
yeah, I agree.
That pissed me off to the highest level. I feel for her. The girl quit the team,
Oh yeah, she left. I saw the whole thing.
and you
Yeah,
saw
she
they
left.
got upset in the tournament. Alabama beat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, imagine what that locker room thinking when they started.
Oh, they finna transfer. They unless
So-
they got some type of loyalty to her.
Well, the
But I
NIL
think
keeps a lot of guys these days.
yeah, of course. But if
That money
they
as
loyal
well.
to Kaya,
Um,
they gone.
mhm.
I think a lot of them were playing for her,
Yeah.
for the university, for her, for Kaya, and not the head coach. I've seen that before.
Yeah, and they definitely not playing for her. That is some that's some BS. Now she's like you said earlier, Chad. She's had some incident this year. The incident with the Ole Miss coach got mad at the Ole Miss coach for beating. Come on now.
Yeah. But you know what, Preston? It goes back to a even more pressing issue that I just said. I'm gonna tell you something. One of the greatest high school football coaches in the state of Mississippi said to me, and I had the chance to play for him in high school and coach with him. He said, "If I can't be loyal to you, I can't work for you."
Yeah.
If I can't be loyal to you, I can't play for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it. And she's made it all about her. And the athletic director of Tennessee, he needs to be reevaluated. He or she or
Yeah.
whoever when
Yeah,
that
but
needs to
find
be
the other coach.
reevaluated. Yeah, he needs to
Find
be
the other-
reevaluated.
And then think
You know,
about it,
so.
Chad. She lost the game. She lost going to the SEC championships. It was South Carolina at the bus. Man, the woman was doing a good job. You know, and you went from that to you might not make the NCAA tournament.
And now just imagine what it's gonna do for recruiting.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
now you can't recruit nationally now. You cannot recruit nationally.
No, not with that girl. Not everybody, because it made the news, and I saw the video right there. This is been the talk of women's basketball that
Mhm.
happens to a program like that. Listen, I know we jumped right in, and I didn't give you guys the cigar of the week. Chad, yours is in your locker. It is
Appreciate
the
that.
milkshake.
Watch that
LCA
now.
cigar, milkshake. Of course, it's not a flavored cigar, but it's a nice little smoke. I'm not actually smoking today. I'm smoking this Candela from LFD. You know, I got one of those last week. And Chad, you know, you gave me the touch of Woodford the other day. I had to go buy a little bit.
Okay, then no wrong with that. No wrong with
keep it
that.
in the locker. I think I give my man Chad a drink back. I said, I brought
That's all
Woodford to put it in
good.
his locker.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
It's
you
all
know,
good.
since we don't win fastball, I would throw this caveat out there. LSU won again, so we got one more shot at South Carolina tomorrow. Me and
I
Reese,
saw that.
we're gonna be up here tomorrow at 3 o'clock. By the time we get this video up, probably that game will be over with. And hopefully we can finally beat South Carolina. They had beaten LSU 18 times in a row. But the series is tied. The overall series is tied. Even though we lost 18 in a row. So that meant LSU had an 8-point lead in the overall series. South Carolina with that last victory this week, I mean, 2 weeks ago, has tied the series. You know, and listen, the games have been great. Every one of those games have come, even in the last 4 years, those games have come down to the last minute.
Right.
That to say this last game, Flage missed 2 free throws with 45 seconds left. But that's how we lost. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But so the next thing I want to hit on, Chad, real quick. So did you see the top 10 list of coaches?
I did.
You know, if you're not familiar with it, so this is the list that was shared, that was, you know, put out there. You know, so that's your top 10 list. What did you think?
Like I said
I think
earlier,
everybody
man.
agrees Saban. So that's out of it. And then you probably can put Bear there too. You know.
Well, I mean, I'll keep Saban. I'll keep Bear Bryant. I'll keep Newt just because he's legendary and he's
with
probably
speeches. Right.
Yeah, he's the cornerstone of college athletics, period, especially football.
Right.
Bobby, I'm down with Bobby. Bobby, I had a chance to meet Bobby at a camp I worked. Tom Osborne, you know, a coaching legend in the ranks, you know, in Nebraska. Woody Hayes, same thing. Dabo Sweeney, he need to be hazed. Urban Meyer, I agree with what I'm saying. He need to be hazed. Yeah. Urban Meyer, I don't know about that either. Barry Switzer,
say 10, he might squeeze the 10.
I'll give him 11. Barry Switzer, I will say that because he coached during a time where college football was one of at his highest peaks. And I'm talking about the Oklahomas and Miamis and the Orange Bowl with Tommy Frazier. I said that wrong. No, Mookie Westbrook, got his name. Mookie, what's his name? He's still living too. The quarterback for Oklahoma.
Tommy Frazier?
No, Tommy Frazier was.
Oh no,
I'm talking about.
You talking about he's a Republican congressman now. What's not Holloway?
The quarterback from Oklahoma?
Yeah, used to be quarterback for Oklahoma.
Oh wow!
I forgot his name, man. And I met him several times.
Kirby Smart, I can see that, but
you think Kirby makes top 10 right now?
Kirby,
how many national championships Kirby got? 2?
I think he got 2. See, the reason why I'm only saying this is because some of these folks, this should be 2 different lists. One for this decade or era of football, All time, nah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, see, all the time, I
Nah.
definitely can't put Dabo Sweeney on that. No way. I don't know how he up at 7. I don't know how you, if you're going to put him in, you need to squeeze it. First of all, Joe Paterno.
Joe Paterno won't get in because of
What
the
happened?
legacy he left.
But let's just keep
When
it
his fault.
strictly football. Let's keep it strictly football.
Oh yeah, Joe Paterno for sure.
I would put Bo Schembechler.
Oh, most definitely, Bo. I'll put.
You know,
How about this? Let's put Joe at number. Put Joe at number 5, and put Bo at number 7 where Dabo at.
So you put him ahead of Osborne?
Osborne.
How many Osborne got 2, right?
I think 2. I think Michigan had 2. But I think Michigan, just because of how Bo Schembechler developed that program into a household brand name.
And that's what I take when I say all time. Because they'll say Dabo in there for 2 championships. But Clemson has not been what Michigan was. They hadn't been what Penn State was. They haven't been, we do have to mention we had a passing this week of a legendary coach that I think should be on this list. Lou Holtz.
I agree. And
I take Lou Holtz before I put Dabo in there. And,
of course I will. Yeah, I will
and
too.
Look, Kirby Smart probably is gonna be in this list. I don't know if I put him in the list in front of those 3 people I just named: Joe Paterno, Bo Schembechler, and Lou Holtz. And I'm thinking longevity. Yes, right. Kirby's got championships, but with Kirby, he don't have to win any more championships. But if he can keep the Georgia program winning at this level, competing at this level, with the level of longevity some of these other coaches had. Because, back then, they didn't have playoffs. You had to go damn near go undefeated just to get a chance to say you was a national champion.
Yeah, the voters voted for that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like what you just said about Bo Schembechler. They put their program as, media darlings, and they kept a standard of success. So I would have to put them in there. And I would, like I said, I would definitely take out Dabo. I will. Urban Meyer's right there at that 10th spot because he's ahead of Kirby. Kirby, I would probably put out, but knowing that he's going to take somebody's spot eventually because he's going to keep winning 10 plus, 11 plus games in Georgia. They're going to be in the playoffs. He's probably going to get maybe 1 or 2 more natties. He's definitely probably going to get 1 more natty for sure. So he will be in the top 10. I don't know if he's in the top 10 now off of Joe Paterno. In fact, I might push Bobby down. Joe Paterno's up there in that Bobby and Tom Osborne area.
That's now, what Bo, I said much earlier. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's just what you did. And Bo is probably going to be a little lower because even though he had that longevity of winning, he didn't win the natty like those other guys. How many Bo got? 1?
I think so. And that's when Desmond Howard was playing, right?
Huh?
That's when Desmond Howard was playing, right?
For Lou Holtz? Yeah, he got 1.
No, not Lou. Lou got one.
You talking about Michigan?
Bo, yeah. Lou got one with the Rocket.
Yeah,
Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, with Rocket Ismail. Yeah. Rocket Ismail. And that was like in the 90s.
90. I think 1901, 2, something like that. 3, something like that.
But you gotta look at him for that long period of success at Notre Dame, and then that short time he had that success at South Carolina.
Yeah. But then there's some other coaches you left off. I mean, that they left off. Excuse me, Preston.
Who's that?
I mean, what about the coach from USC? They ended up coaching for the Rams. He coached the Rams.
Yeah. What's his name? Yeah, famous USC coach. And somebody else should be on this list.
Who that?
Eddie Robinson.
Oh, for sure.
Eddie Robinson should be on this. So
I most definitely agree with that. Yeah, I most definitely agree with that. I think W.C. Gordon should be on that list.
Well, you're right. He has the history.
Yeah, and also you forgot about the guy that came before Urban Meyer in Florida.
Oh, Steve Spurrier. Oh wow, I didn't think about that.
Hmm And then do you put Jimmy Johnson on the list with the run he had at Miami?
Wow, I just thought about that. So how do you handle Spurrier?
Spurrier. If I really had to choose, I would drop Kirby and put Spurrier in there.
I know John McKay was one of it's John Robinson's USC coach.
I think so.
John
John.
Robinson.
Yeah, that's it. I think.
So yeah, I forgot about Steve Spurrier.
Yeah, Steve Spurrier.
So I would put Steve Spurrier in there before Urban Meyer. Would you?
Yeah, I would most definitely.
Yeah.
I put him in there before Dabo
'cause-
22.
But you know, I forgot. Damn, I forgot. I'm thinking of Urban Meyer just from his success in Florida. And I just looked down at the list just now and I saw they got him listed at Ohio State. I forgot about his run at Ohio State too.
Yeah, okay.
So
I give him that one.
Nah, I saw you can't take Urban now because he got how many did he win at Florida? One? Or
I
two?
think he got one. I think he got one at Florida.
And
He might have two at Florida, maybe one at Ohio State.
so he got 3 overall. At
Right.
least 3. Yeah, at least 3. So yeah, I mean, yeah, and he should be 8. Now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't be 8. So I'm thinking I would put Eddie Robinson in like that 5 spot right there in the middle.
I can see that. I can dig that. I can
Yeah.
dig that.
So you put him at the 5 spot. This is when you get Hayes. I'm assuming you gotta keep Willie Hayes.
I'll keep Woody Hayes at 6, knock Dabo out at 7, and let everybody that's on the list beside me just move up a spot. And that 10 spot could probably go to somebody like Steve Spurrier, Joe Paterno, or Bo Schembechler.
So you gotta take somebody out. That's something.
Well, not a 10 spot, I don't know. I just let everybody move up from the Dabo spot. At 7, Woody Hayes gonna stay at 6. Well, no, you can't. I just thought about what you just said. I will take out.
Yeah, I already in my mind. I took out Dabo and Kurt.
Well, I took out Dabo and Kirby. Matter of fact, I do you one better. I take out Dabo, Kirby, and Barry Switzer.
And I'll move Barry Switzer down. Barry Switzer is like that 10A, 10B, or 11.
Yeah.
When it comes to all right, here's the question for you, Chad, because you got a bigger football history than I do.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to go back, Dabo, rate these 4 and all.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I just lost what I was thinking about. Tom Osborne,
Okay.
Joe Paterno,
Okay.
Bo Schembechler, Lou Holtz. How would you rate them in order? Tom
rate them-
Osborne, Joe Paterno, Bo Schembechler, and Lou Holtz.
Okay. I'm gonna go Lou Holtz 1, Bo Schembechler 2, Joe Paterno 3, and Tom Osborne 4.
So
And
see,
the
but
reason-
then Tom Osborne need to come out. He
And the
needs to
reason
come
why
out to the-
and the reason why I did this because those individuals at the top, they had a greater impact on the overall game of college football.
Oh, I can agree with that. I mean, your list. The only thing I'll probably do differently on your list is I think I will probably put Joe Paterno first, Lou Holtz second, Bo Schembechler third. I mean, Tom Osborne third, and then Bo Schembechler fourth.
I can see that. I can see that.
mean, listen, we know why Joe Paterno's not on,
Right.
and he deserved to be. His leadership in that situation, but that is a off the field thing. Like I'm a big proponent. Like even OJ shouldn't take his Heisman for what he did on the field.
Right.
For what he did on the field. So what he did off the field personally in his life, that's a whole different story. And
Right.
that's how I see this list.
Right.
And the only reason Newt Rockney is on there for me is that is like a gimme. You know, that's why I say that Eddie Robinson should be like right next to him. So Eddie should be, if you're gonna put Newt at, in fact, I would probably move Newt to 4, Eddie to 5. And number 3 would probably be somebody on the level of either be Lou Holtz or Bo Chevrolet. I mean, Lou Holtz or Joe Paterno.
I can see that.
And then you go Newt, Eddie Robinson. You can probably go Bobby Bowden, Woody Hayes,
Right.
Urban Meyer, and then you go down. It's like if I had to take people out, like I said, I push Bobby down. I would push Tom down, and if he makes the top 10, he makes the top 10. Dabble definitely out. I don't know. Dabble's definitely out. And Kirby Smart, like I said, Kirby Smart will be in this top 10.
Oh yeah.
But I think given these other guys, I like what you said earlier. These other guys, for what they did for overall college football overall,
Mm-hmm.
and then their longevity, I can't put Kirby ahead of them right now. He has to have a few more years of success, which, if you read the tea leaf, he's more than likely going to have.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be hard to press that you know that train he got going at Georgia down. I mean, plenty of money, plenty of players. You know, he's cranking it out right now.
Right.
And like I said, I will bet big money that he get another natty. I will bet big money he get another natty. And I would say probably in the next 5 years. The only thing that's in his way, the Lane train.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
But if you listen to Lane and the people at home at LSU talk, that's one of the reasons why he chose to go to LSU, to be on this list. You think LSU has all the things, and why it is kept, they say Saban the one told him that. Saban told him, like, if you don't take that job, you're going to forever regret it. Even if you fail, he said, even if you fail at the job, you're going to regret that you didn't try.
Right.
He said, because that's your chance. That's so. And listen, I don't know if people have seen the pivot or if you've seen Saban talk anything since he's retired. It is obvious to anybody who listens to him speak where he thinks the best job in the world in the country. I mean, am I lying, Chad?
No, you're not. He said it every time.
He said
it every time.
Again, best job in the country is LSU. And I know why. It's the fertile ground between Mississippi and Louisiana. Right. I mean, you throw players in Louisiana and you travel Mississippi and Texas, then to top. You roll. You go.
Right. Yeah.
It ain't happenstance that the LSU cycle always ends up when we playing in New Orleans or in the South. That you just get those guys in there from home. It's always a homebred guy that leads you. I mean, Joe Burrow, but everybody around Joe Burrow was from the boot. Just, so this is one of those things. So it's a good discussion to have all the time. But I think, you can't take nothing Saban and Bear. So you kind of stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
How many Bear got? Now that I'm thinking.
I don't know.
He got quite a few though. He got more than like 3 or 4. But he, people forget that he had success at Kentucky and what was the other place he coached at? A&M.
I think so.
I think it's A&M. He's had that success. So, but with that being said, you got anything else?
Nah, brother, man. Just y'all not doing anything. If the weather's nice outside, the wind is blowing. Once you come on the inside of church, your smoke shop, come grab your stick and grab your good conversation.
So, and also we got Soul City Smoke Fest. We are entering the fall, and we got to get together, Chad. We start putting on some Soul City Smoke Fest events.
Right.
One thing I want to do as we get the VIP membership, so you come into church here, ask about the VIP membership. It's $35 a month. You get a litany of benefits that's outside that, because we're gonna start moving more toward member-only events and things like that as we start our tasting series. We got some Scotch tastings coming up. We got some cigar tastings coming up with some reps. You know, one thing I want to do is like, you know, once a month, hold like a Soul City Smoke Festival.
Well, that
You know,
sounds
'cause
wonderful.
Well, because one thing we got to do with the Smoke Fest is get it operating more like a Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
like Mardi Gras cruise. People who are not familiar with the whole Mardi Gras scene, Mardi Gras cruise, their season starts, you know, right after Lent.
The second night
Well,
after Mardi Gras. I mean,
Yeah,
after
so you
Christmas.
talk
Excuse
about
me.
they gotta start planning, and you start building, and you got all these events and private, you know, meetings, and you know, Mardi Gras is just the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know, so we got to start getting social smoke tests like that, where we're meeting once a month, talk about what we want to do, things going. I met a guy. He's in. He's on the cigar shop in Atlanta. He does executive ads. He's in. He's living in South Africa right now, and he was telling me about the festival they put on. And he said, "Yeah, man, you know, he said, you know, think about doing a cigar festival, especially in Atlanta. You know, we start planning like the day after the festival. He said
Right.
we meet once a month, and we fill that thing out, and we raise money. You know, so just in case," he said, they had got to the point where they didn't even need the money they raised for their various events, they put on a show that day.
That's what's up.
So that's good.
What's up?
So, you know, so be on the lookout for some news on different events around the city, not just a church or a cigar shop. Please
Right.
visit your brick and mortar. I know you can buy cigars online, but you don't want your brick and mortar to go away. The places where you congregate and hang out and enjoy a good smoke, and most of all, you enjoy the community itself and the camaraderie. Like I said, I'm smoking the LFD today with cigar of the month. The milkshake. I know that light is probably the way you probably not getting a good look at it. But it's a milkshake. So, like I said, Chad is one of the Provider Club members. Sitting
That's
in
right.
lock. But good to
That's
go.
right.
I'm gonna continue to enjoy this Woodford and
There we go.
cigar, and looks like Ole Miss might be moving on. They jumped all over Vanderbilt watching the women. You know what? Me and Ray and the guys that was talking. The last couple of years during the regular season. Now the NCAA tournament is a thing of its own. Oh, with that in mind, I'm glad I mentioned that. So, Chad, we're doing bracketology challenge at Churchill Smoke Shop.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think we're gonna do $5 for bracket. We're gonna raise money for a local charity, either to the baseball team or something like that. We have decided I'll tell you what, we put it to Soul City Smoke Fest. Let's do it like that.
Okay.
But what we're
Sounds
gonna
good to me.
do is the winner. I just started through Chad because we're talking about cigars.
Mhm.
We're gonna get them a custom made box of cigars.
Cool.
So the winner will get a custom made box of cigars. We'll probably do something custom to the NCAA tournament, or we'll do something custom for that individual. I can tell you the cigar. It will be a Cuban seed Nicaraguan with some I think a double Ajero with Seco. We'll give you a good description of what that cigar is going to be.
Right. Sounds
But, you
good.
know, we'll do one with your band on it, and you get a custom made box of cigars from Churchill. That's
Sounds
what the
good.
winner's going to do. And it's going to be open to anybody, whether you're in Jackson or whether you're in Timbuktu. We'll ship it to you.
Come on, get in, y'all.
So the bracket will be up as soon as we get everything situated. So fill out the bracket and let's see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, President, answer your question. Bear Bryant had 6 national championships.
Six? Oh yeah, he deserved
Yeah,
it.
he had 16, what I think, 14 or
Didn't he say
16
they got
SEC
5?
championships. He got 5, I think. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can't beat that. I knew he had quite a few of them.
Yeah, Bear
Yeah,
had 14 SEC championships. Yeah.
14 SEC championship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't do nothing with that. You can't do nothing.
No.
Yeah, that's why I say you can't move Saban and Bear. Them
Right.
two, they locked in. The only thing I can see you doing is, like I said, moving Ed Hill.
All right. Yeah.
How many championship WC got? 'Cause
WC.
he got the same amount as Eddie, don't he?
Yeah, WC ran from I think 1981 to 1990. I'm not sure. Cause I know one of those championships was shared.
You know, when I was working for American Ditto, one of the areas that they used to always be in over in Georgetown was where WC lived in. So I got to sit with WC quite often.
Okay, to answer your question, this I did not know was that he has a national HBCU national championship in '85.
WC?
He won a SWAC championship in 1980, 1, 2, 85, 86, 87, 88, and 1990.
And he got a national championship in 85.
Yep. HBCU national championship in '85. He had at one time he had 28 consecutive conference wins.
He's not as well known as Eddie, huh?
Yeah, that's like 28 consecutive wins is like almost six years.
Yeah,
No, it's not. To the back 20 about 3 years.
So when you
About-
was there, how long was you? You didn't have WC your whole 4 years, did you?
I didn't have WC at all. He was my athletic director for a hot second.
Oh, so he was the athletic director.
I
Who
think he
was the coach when you were
retired.
there?
Big Daddy.
Oh, Big Daddy. Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was the defense coordinator under Coach Gordon.
Okay. Yeah. And Big Daddy didn't Big Daddy coach? Where else he coached at?
He coached South Carolina State, and I think he coached at Tennessee State.
Tennessee State, South Carolina State. All
Mhm.
right. Good. We got.
yeah.
You know what? Let's look at doing the SWAC top 10 SWAC coach.
I'm down with it, man. Let's do it. Let's get it done.
The top 10 SWAC coach. I'm gonna have to do a little research on that because you know. Oh no. We're gonna let's take it out this way. Top 10 HBCU coach. Hey, if you're familiar with HBCU, put it in the chat what you think the top 10 HBCU coach. We'll do a show on the top 10 HBCU coach.
I look forward to that one, man.
There you go. With that being said, you got anything else, chat?
Man, I'm good. Like I said, y'all come out. The weather's nice. It's nice inside Churchill. Grab you a cigar, grab you good conversation. Like I said, you come by yourself, but guess what? You're gonna leave as a friend.
All right. We'll see you guys later.
Peace.